Just a quick one, guys. We've released our January merch drop, so do browse the new collection. We've got the Mr. Blue Nose tees, along with our Stauncho Meter tees. Do, as I said, browse the collection by going down into the link in the description, or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Okay, so it's the 2nd of January. Of course, it is the day we remember the Ibrox disaster. And just before we start today's video, I do want to say my thoughts are with the families of those that did lose somebody on that sort of tragic day. Of course, very, very sad. And as I said, Ibrox will remember them tonight, and as I say, there's my tribute to the families and the victims here at the start of today's video. Moving on from that, of course, Rangers are back in action tonight against Kilmarnock, and as I stated in yesterday's video, I did think this game is going to be a very, very important match for Philippe Clement and, of course, the Rangers players. Now, we have been pretty flawless since Philippe Clement came in, of course, got through to the Europa League last 16, or of course, he won the League Cup. However, we've been unbeaten. We haven't lost the game until the game against Celtic. Now, I do think we'll see a lot from this group of players on how they bounce back, or if they're able to bounce back straight after a setback. And as I say, I do think this is probably our most important test upcoming against a very good Kilmarnock side who are currently in form. But I do have every faith in Rangers. I do have every faith in Philippe Clement to go get the job done and get all 3 points and, you know, finish this first half of the season in a positive place before we do get that sort of well-deserved break. Hopefully put a stopgap towards the injuries that we've currently got going on at this moment in time. Give some time for players to come back, and of course go into this January transfer window and try and get players to strengthen our squad for that pursuit of the title come May. There is going to be a busy next couple of weeks with regards to transfer news, and in today's video we do have some transfer news for you. But firstly, I just want to go over, I know I said yesterday that I would park it up with regards to the old firm, move forward and look towards, you know, the future rather than dwelling on the past and things that we can't change. However, more news just comes out with regards to it. Now look, we did state yesterday that a IFAB ruling would have meant that would have been a goal that stood, but there's nothing that's going to happen. Well, a goal that's going to be stood. Sorry, it would have been a penalty would have been given for Alistair Johnston's handball. In the sort of fallout to the old firm, of course, Rangers have asked the SFA to bring or provide audio of the decisions from Column and Walsh. However, basically, the SFA have responded that they're going to be doing it as we go into the winter break. So that's the update with it. We're going to have to wait a good few days until it happens. And as I said, this is going to be a drawn-out process with regards to it. So we can't really completely park it up. But it doesn't really matter. We get the audio. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. The officials are still going to be the same, and we're not going to be able to replay a game. We're not going to be able to get the points back. So, you know, I'm done with this sort of humming hurry. I do believe that we should hold referees accountable, but for me as a fan now, and hopefully as you guys as support, we can just move forward, get behind the team and just focus on the future and focus on the controllables rather than, you know, dwelling on in the past. And yeah, once that audio is released, hopefully the referees will be held accountable. Hopefully there'll be some changes the way VAR is sort of being operated in this country, and hopefully, yeah, something can be done. But, you know, I do have doubt in my mind with regards to it. As I stated, guys, January transfer window is here, and in the sort of build-up, and as we've gone into the January transfer window, we've been linked to a fair few different players in various different positions. Of course, Fabio Silva is in through the door. We brought you a video yesterday that Rangers are obviously keen on trying to get Abdallah Simmer on a permanent sort of transfer. Whether that will happen in January remains to be seen, but talks are currently ongoing with regards to that. We've been linked to Milian Manaus. We've also been linked to multiple left backs, and of course, apparently, potentially, we could get another midfielder. However, today's transfer news is with regards to a familiar face, and reports are stating from multiple reputable sources that Rangers have made contact with Hellas Verona out in the Serie A at the potential of buying Josh Doig. Of course, Josh Doig moved out to Italy, as a lot of other Scottish players have done in recent years, been out there for 18 months, hasn't really played as much so far this season, has been pivotal towards what they're trying to do, was bought for £3 million 18 months ago from Hibernian, and as I said, Rangers are interested in the player and have made contact to try and land him this January transfer window. It's been no secret that Rangers are looking for a left back. There has been multiple left backs been linked to the football club in the early parts of this January transfer window, and as I stated, latest reports are stating that Rangers have made contact with the 21-year-old's club, who are keen on cashing in on one of their prized assets 18 months after splashing out £3 million. Now, we understand it is around, or Hellas Verona's wants around £5.5 million for Josh Doig, and again, it's a fee that, depending on what would happen if we were to bring him in, I would probably spell the end probably for Ridvan Yilmaz. There's a speculation up in the air with regards to his future, but it does seem as though the manager isn't too keen on that left back position and wants to strengthen. Josh Doig, again, I do think he's a great player. I think he's a fantastic player. He's got a lot of potential. He's still such a young player as well. He's proven within this league also, but again, it's a bollock dropped by Rangers. If they were really interested in this player, they should have bought him from Hibernian rather than paying sort of double the price 18 months later. This is why, if we are going to be going in for Scottish players, we need to be shrewd about our business and get it done early. But either way, look, if Rangers do try and acquire this signing, I think it would be a good signing. I think it would be a good acquisition, and as I said, proving in the Scottish Premiership, a Scottish player as well, so kind of knows what it's all about. I know I hate that cliche saying too, but also helps out with the sort of amount of Scottish players or homegrown players that we need within the squad. So I would splash the money on him. I do think he has a lot of upside potential and still such a young age to go out there. So £5.5 million is nothing when you think about Desses and Lammers being worth a combined total of around £8 million. So I think if we were to sign him, we'd probably have to cash in on Ridvan Yilmaz. Obviously, Ridvan Yilmaz cost us quite a lot back in the day, of course, the summer of 2022. But reports stated that there is multiple clubs interested from his homeland and various places around Europe. So we could probably recoup our initial investment, and that money would probably go towards Josh Doig. Again, this is what the latest is with regards to, is that Rangers have made contact with Hellas Verona's for the player. Whether Rangers are going to meet the valuation or not remains to be seen, but one thing for certain is Rangers have made contact and the interest is serious in signing Josh Doig this January transfer window. Again, keep you up to date with the ever-moving story and all the sort of transfer links this January transfer window, so make sure you do hit that like button and subscribe, and as I said, I'll keep you up to date with everything that happens. But at this moment in time, talks are underway, and Rangers are seriously interested in Josh Doig. A fee of around £5.5 million is probably how much it will cost to try and bring him to Ibrox this winter. But Rangers fans, of course, do let me know your thoughts on Josh Doig. Would you like him at the club, yes or no? And do you think £5.5 million is reasonable for him? Again, yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we have released our January merch drop. We have got the Mr. Blue Nose t-shirts, one of my favourite ones, along with the Stauncho Meter tees as well, guys. So do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Peace.